Hey, welcome back everybody. I wanted to quickly show you guys Garmin, as you know, just released the whole new Fenix 6 series. There's like 3 different series. There's the Pro series, the X series, and then there's just the 6, just plain old no other series on there. And what better place than kind of unbox it here at Mammoth Lakes. I'll be testing it out here on the bike here, since we'll be trying to do see how well it reads with the new optical heart sensors and the new mapping. It's got the new GPS on the this got the Sony GPS on here, so that's gonna give you guys a better mapping software. So as you see in here, this is going to be the 6X Plus Pro. It's the solar version, so this one actually charges with the sun. And let's take a quick look here what you get in here. Then you get that not too much in here. As you can see here, it's got just the charging cable, which is nice. It's got the same charging cable as the previous 5 series Fenix, and it's got some little brochures here. We'll set this aside here real quick. There's nothing else in the box. It's like your typical, doesn't come with anything else. It's just basically just the quick instructions on here. And the box is pretty much empty. They don't have no chargers or anything like that. Set that one aside there. And it's got your Garmin series here, 6 series. So basically all the series have everything except, as you build your series up, the X series got the maps. The Pro series also contains the maps, music transfer, and all these other things that you can be able to see. It's a nice little watch here. It's actually a nice built watch here. As you can see here, this is actually the titanium version, DLC coated carbon. As you can see here, it's got the buttons here. This is the previous version. As you can see, this is the 5X Plus, and it's got quite a bit of a difference. Let me go ahead and take this out so you guys kind of just quickly compare on the buttons. As you can see here, these are a little bit more sunken in, but these actually feel much better. And this little eyelid here, it looks like they've reduced it in size. It's got the same quick release here. So let's get on release here. Now it's got the new optical heart rate sensors and all the oxygen sensors all in one row, versus before you had it on the other side here, as you can see. So it's got nice, as you can see, this is the Fenix 6 Plus Pro solar version. It's got the same charging port, so that's nice. And let's walk around it again. Same buttons here. It's got the light for your menu up and down. The other differences here, as you can see here on the bezel here, it's got this little notches that kind of go up on every single where the screws were at, versus the 5 was pretty much smooth, and then it would just drop down in. It's kind of like just kind of flat inside. This is kind of up again. As you work your way around here on the right hand side of it, it's got your back button up, which is nice, and this is your other button to select, your selecting button here. So let's go ahead and let's take this off, put this on here. And as you can see here, it's got some very clear. This is again, the nice thing is actually it's got a 36% bigger screen than the previous version, much nicer, because it's got 280 by 280 versus 240 by 240 in the previous version. So the actually fonts and everything looks much clearer than the previous version. This is pretty nice. As you can see here, as you can see that it's got the whole this charging. This kind of tells you when it's getting the sun. This right here kind of tells you also what it's doing, and solar sensitivity. As you scroll down, it's got more menus to do. So as you can see here, it's been charging as I'm going back and forth on the sun here. Let's go back here one, and now you got more definitions. As you can see, it's at 95%, 17 days using this. I got it right now set up to the biking tracking, as we're gonna test this out for mountain biking here. So that's nice in here. As I scroll down, you get more weather widgets. It's got more information that you can put on here, as you can see here. So once you have this little bar selected on any previous one, as you can see, the compass, as I move it, it's real time as it's actually reporting there. And anytime you want to select any of this, you just hit the select, and then you can actually go in here, and it gives you more detail, more information on the screen, because you get more lines. Now this gives you 8 lines of information versus I believe in the Fenix 5, I believe it was 4 or 5 lines. So that's nice that you can have all this more information. And as you can see here, it's got training, your last activity, steps, health status. Let's go to health status really quick, because you can see it gives you the whole graph in there, so you can basically keep an eye of how you're doing. It's got the altitude pulsar, it's got every single thing that the 945 Forerunner has, plus the Mark series as well. So you're basically combining everything. And again, this also has a music up to about 2,000 songs that you can actually connect in here. Oops, let's dismiss that one. Let's go back in here. And for watch faces, they've actually got some new watch faces in here for this new series, as you can see there. So it's pretty nice. You can add, you can download new watch faces, or you can just basically go to the store and download some new ones. So it's got some quite a bit watch faces on here. The battery life on this, they're claiming all the way up to 60 hours depending on which mode you have. You can actually put it on very light mode and other things in here. So that's a quick look at the Garmin Fenix 6X Pro Solar, and they do have one with a titanium case. So that's the good thing about it. And the other thing is, like I was mentioning, this has got the 26 millimeter and it's got the 51 millimeter bezel. So you get the whole new on here. And as you can see, I can actually switch this from my Fenix 5 with, this is actually the titanium band. So I can actually use this band on here. Oops. Let me put this in my pocket. Don't want to drop it, even though it's got. Oh, I got to show you guys one more thing. All the solar ones do not have the sapphire glass. They come with the Gorilla Glass. So I don't know how well that's gonna. Hopefully it is that high-end Gorilla Glass. So I'm hoping that this doesn't scratch. But if you can see here, they actually rim the bezel. I don't know if the video catches it. The bezel itself is up higher than the actual glass, so that's good what they did that, because actually the glass is below that. So if you're to bump it on the higher end, hopefully it doesn't hit the glass. As in the Fenix 5, you can see the glass is actually right level with the bezel itself. So, but being this is sapphire, you can see we've had this for a couple years and there's no scratches on the glass. It's like brand new. And there you can see how much better the font is on the new Series 6 from Fenix. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you guys were interested in getting, I really like it. I like the bigger display, even though the watch itself is not bigger, and it's actually 15% thinner than the previous version. If you can, I don't know if the video shows it, but you can see how much thicker the Fenix 5X series was, and now the 6 series is much thinner. Better battery life. So that's the nice thing. It's got the little orange markings, as you can see, because that's the upper higher end ones. Yeah, and as like I said, these are very nice watches. I really like it. And as you can see here, also this is a very nice one. They got the new 5, the 6S Pro series. This is the 5S Plus series. Very nice watches. As you can see, this has a 42 millimeter, but this is actually the 240 by 240. But as you can see, the resolution, being that this is a 42 millimeter, it's very nice, just as nice and clear as the 51 millimeter with the 280 by 280. So if you guys were thinking of purchasing the 240, thinking it's not having a better display, we gotta remember it's a smaller density area, so you actually get a very, very clear. Not that the old Fenix 5 wasn't clear, but it's got that little, it does every little pixel counts. So now we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and be testing this out, see how much better this is. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a kind of two test. I'm gonna put both of these on and see. I'll do a quick check and see which one actually gives you a better reading on the GPS itself and also the heart rate, since this has a new optical and this got the Sony GPS sensor or sensors in there versus the Fenix 5. So let's go back on riding. Let's hop on the bike here and we're ready to this right out here. As you can see, thanks for watching. Hope this video helps.